Hello. I was looking at the Times this morning, and there's an article in there about gas poisoning and chemical poisoning being used by the Russians. Now, I knew about this from talking to Caleb Robertson months ago. He had evidence of chemical and gas poisoning used by Russia routinely in its campaign in Ukraine. But what the Times provides us today with is the most extraordinary numbers. 767 gas attacks last month, 844 gas attacks in February, 740 in January, 166 in November. And this isn't just gas, this is CN and CS gas, that's tear gas and the sort of riot gas, but it contains things like pesticides, chloropicrin, really nasty pesticides, and also the Times talks about a grey fog with some sort of suffocating gas which resembles carbon monoxide poisoning when people die, and this odorless, suffocating attack. And the Kremlin seems to be ramping up the use of chemical weapons and gas weapons in the fear that Trump's peace deal may take effect, and it wants to have that advantage of pushing Ukraine as far back as possible, even by using illegal weapons. Russia is signed up to the 1997 Chemical Weapons Convention, but the Chemical Weapons Conventions also build on an agreement that people won't use chemical weapons going as far back as 1925. And Colonel Artyom Vlasic in Ukraine says that Russia has used these weapons 7,730 times and 2,351 times since the beginning of this war. It's those statistics which the Times provides us with today which are so shocking. And I know sailing out of this rather beautiful island isn't quite the right story to be giving at this moment, but you know, there just comes a point where you read something and you have to you have to talk about it. You have to express the sheer shock that that Russia is engaging in such utterly criminal behavior to get some sort of advantage, and it's getting that advantage partly because of what Trump has been doing in emasculating Ukraine, and Ukraine for the most part has taken Trump at his face value, whereas Russia of course knows better. Russia, ruled by a series of liars, knows when it's dealing with a liar and reacts accordingly.